live visuals from this particular event. And Nabila, look at the scenes over here. There are over 7,000 people who are present over here. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Gujarat CM Bhupendra Patel, Union Home Minister Amit Shah, and the Gujarat State President C.R. Patil also present. Most importantly, taking out from this particular event, Nabila, is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Union Home Minister Amit Shah on one stage together after a very long time. It gives a direct, straight message to the BJP workers as well that it's high time now that they have to kickstart the election campaign. And let me tell you, after this event, we are also been told that there will be several rounds of meetings which will be happening between the BJP leaders of the state. The strategy will be built and how to go about for the upcoming assembly election. It will be very important. So this visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi is very important. And let me tell you, we talk about Hardik Patel. The sources are clearly telling us that in coming 3 to 4 days, Hardik Patel is very likely to join BJP. Some of the top central leadership might be coming to Gujarat, and at its present, Hardik Patel will be joining BJP.
Right, you know, we see Prime Minister Narendra Modi on stage. He's flanked by the Home Minister Amit Shah. And who are the other leaders there? Do give us a sense.
સાથે મંચ પર બિરાજમાન માનનીય સંસદ સભ્ય શ્રી C.R. પાટીલનું પણ સ્વાગત કરીએ છીએ.
Saurabh, if you can hear us.
To show you the visual, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is there. Union Home Minister Amit Shah is present. Chief Minister of Gujarat Bhupendra Patel is there. State BJP Chief C.R. Patil is present. So the top leaders of Gujarat and the central leadership from the BJP are present over here. The Sahakar Se Samriddhi, this particular event, when we talk about, there are over highest number of cooperative societies in Gujarat, over 7,000 cooperative societies, and all of the leaders from all these societies are present over here. BJP has won over all the societies, so it is an address to those societies, and it was the first time that ministry was declared, and Union Home Minister Amit Shah had that ministry as well, and therefore Amit Shah, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, C.R. Patil, Chief Minister of Gujarat Bhupendra Patel, all are present over here. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be addressing all the leaders of the cooperative society. And one more very important thing, that Nano Urea plant will also be inaugurated virtually from here itself. So back-to-back action-packed program. And in terms of Gujarat Assembly election, a very important third visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi in the state of Gujarat.
Right, you know, but what's the mood when it comes to the BJP's prospects? Saurabh, give us an understanding on, because we know it was a hard-fought battle for the BJP in 2018. It wasn't a smooth walk for them, undoubtedly. The Congress really picked up pace in 2018, but it appears that Congress also has lost out. A couple of strong leaders have already deserted them. So at this point, even the Congress is not in a bright spot. But what's the BJP's chances, for that matter, of bouncing back? AAP is also trying to make its entry, a strong entry into the state.
Nabila, if you can repeat your question.
Right, Saurabh, what I did ask was that the BJP in Gujarat in 2018, it was a hard-fought battle for them. It wasn't a smooth walk. The Congress also losing ground with leaders like Hardik Patel pulling off. At this point, how do you look at the prospects when it comes to BJP being re-elected? Is this going to be smooth sailing for the party that Modi calls home turf?
So Nabila, what has happened after the 2015 Patidar Andolan, that many of the Patidar community was completely unhappy by the BJP, because there were over 150 cases which were registered on the Patidar. Several of the leaders were arrested. Firing also happened. 14 people from the Patidar community lost their life. So the Patidars were extremely unhappy with the BJP, and which reflected in the elections of 2017 as well, wherein the Congress performed very well, but the BJP BJP managed to win the election. Now, what has happened after is that the BJP has become very strong. Several of the top Patida leaders have joined the BJP party, while in the other hand, when we talk about the Congress party, very important leaders from the Congress party have left Congress and joined the BJP. The Congress has a very strong hold in the North Gujarat, Saurashtra and the tribal belt. But let me tell you, many of the top leaders from the tribal belt have already left Congress and they have joined BJP. So the situation right now is very interesting. For Congress, it's now the time that they show its presence. It's a very difficult situation for Congress, and therefore now they have gone back to the old theory, that is to target the OBC voters, the Dalit, the tribal voters. So that is what the strategy of Congress is right now. For Aam Aadmi Party, it still has to work very hard to make their grounds, because on ground Aam Aadmi Party is not very strong. It will take a lot of time for them to make a strong ground. But for the BJP, the situation is very good. They have a very good hold all over the Gujarat, and with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Amit Shah and all the top leaders coming to Gujarat time and again and boosting the development projects and gearing up for and making a very good strategy, it is going to help BJP a lot.